Good morning
Hey.
and Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year. We're actually driving on January 1st, 2023. And we're going to go on another cross-country road trip. Today, we just left LA, which was, what time did we leave?
We left around, I believe around 7:30ish, was it? Or
Yeah,
close to 8.
Yeah, 7:38.
7:38, yeah.
And today we're going to Tombstone, but the entire route, so we're going to Tombstone first. Then the next stop is Marfa, Texas. Then after Marfa, Texas is Waco, Texas. And then we go to Daphne, Alabama. And then finally Tampa, Florida. And so that was like a total of, I think this whole trip is going to be 7 days because we're leaving, actually 6 days because today is Sunday. And then we get home on Saturday. We're super excited about Tombstone because we're really into the Wild West or the Western history. And I'm into like Billy the Kid. Are you into Billy the Kid at all? I wasn't sure if you were or not.
I think in general, I've always been kind of a little bit intrigued by the Western movies and like going to like mining towns. Just because growing up, our mother was obsessed with Western movies, Western TV shows, and every time we went to Disneyland in Japan, she'd be so excited to get to the Western theme park, and we even have a family picture where we dressed up in the Western clothes. So I think that's where my love of like Western themed type of places come from, is from our mom.
Yeah, and Tombstone is one of the most famous Western cities in the U.S. because they had a really famous gunfight there. There's a movie based on it called Tombstone.
Which we just watched
Yeah, we just watched it.
Well, Crystal saw it earlier, but she was like, since we're going to go here, you need to watch it. So, yeah. I actually enjoyed the movie. It's not that old.
Yeah, no, it's not that old. I forgot when it was, like in the 90s when it was made. But,
a lot of famous actors in there.
Yeah, lots of. So Kurt Russell is the main character, and then Val Kilmer is so good at that.
Yes, I love his character.
His character is great. He plays Doc Holliday. So they do like reenactments there of that famous gunfight at Tombstone, and they have other cool things like saloons.
I did see online that the graveyard is still somewhere around there.
Yeah, so it's a little bit past like the main town.
We have to go a little bit further.
Yeah, so I think we have to like maybe drive there. We could possibly walk,
maybe.
but it's not too far down the road. So I think everything is on Allen Street, I think is the name.
And that's where we're staying.
Yeah,
right?
We're staying in a cabin. It's called Miner's Cabin, I believe.
I believe it's called Miner's Cabin. And there's only like 6 of them or something like that.
And it has like the best reviews out of all the pet-friendly places, because I have to take Kuma with me. So out of all the pet-friendly places to stay around that area, that was the best place. We get there tonight, spending the day tomorrow. And then the next day we're going to Marfa, Texas. So Marfa, Texas is kind of an interesting town to me. I've always been curious about this place. They have this famous Instagram picture place where there's a Prada store.
Yeah, it's an art installation. I guess it was, supposed to be temporary, but because it got so famous, it's now a permanent installation. In the middle of nowhere, kind of in Texas.
Yeah.
So it's a very odd place to have just like this Prada building. I don't think you can go in though. It's just like a display, but there are products in there, and it's very highly surveilled. Like they have surveillance cameras. I read that the purses actually have holes. They're cut out. There's only left shoes to prevent people from even trying to go in there and steal anything.
Yeah, I've always been intrigued by it because of this high-end store in the middle of nowhere and people taking pictures with it. I'm like, what is this place? So I thought, we could, since we're on the road trip, we could stop by there, take a picture, buy this Prada store, and then 30 minutes down is Marfa, Texas, and it's this really small, artsy community in the middle of the desert. So just staying there for like one night because there's really, from what I saw, there's not much to do there. But if you want to go to Big Bend National Park, it's not that far from there. So that could be like another stop for you. But since I have Kuma, that area of Big Bend National Park, it's hard for me to go to with Kuma because it's not pet friendly at all, and it's hard to find accommodations that are pet friendly. But just a note for you if you want to go to a national park.
Next is Waco, which Krista went last year when she was going back on a road trip, and I really wanted to go because we're both. I didn't get to go, so this year I was like, okay, can we stop at Waco? I'm glad she was, I'm glad she was willing to stop there again. So I'm sure they have updates. We're huge fans of Chip and Joanna Gaines. We just made them the cutest couple.
Yeah, they are. I love Chip.
Yeah, no, chips are favorite. But we love Joanna's design.
I am excited that Candy's coming. There's always something new to check out there. They've and plus last time I didn't get to check out her coffee shop and her bakery because I had Kuma with me.
Yes, I want to go to the bakery.
Yeah, so we're gonna check that out this time. So we're still gonna do some things that I didn't get to check out last time. So I'm super excited still to go to the silos. Last time I stayed at La Quinta Inn, which was a great hotel. It was like half a mile to the silos. This time we're staying at Hotel Indigo, which is even closer to the silos. It's only like 0.3 miles, so it's definitely walking distance. So yeah, I'm excited to stay at a new hotel too. And so after Waco, then it's just like all driving. We're stopping by Daphne, Alabama, which is the town like right after Mobile, Alabama. And then we're going back home to Tampa.
Until you park.
That's 2.
That's 3. So are we okay here?
Okay, so we just got here to the miners' cabins and it's super cute.
Yes, everything is so cute and clean and very Western themed. So far we're loving it.
Yeah,
I'm excited to wake up tomorrow morning to see the view outside because we have a balcony.
Found it. Big Nose Kate Saloon. All right, so we are at Big Nose Kate Saloon.
Yes, and atmosphere is great. Yeah. Service initially, we were a little bit scared.
Yeah, still not happy with it, but she might be having a bad day.
Yeah, we're hoping the server's just having a bad day and we can cheer her up.
Yeah, because she's awful. I also got a margarita. It's actually pretty good. I got it with sugar, and they put it with green sugar, which I really like. All right, got our chicken fingers. Fries are all right.
Chicken fingers don't look crispy.
Oh, they're crispy.
Yeah? Okay.
So a little update on our waitress who's in a very bad mood. Still not in a good mood. Like, she's terrible. Like, I'm trying with her. Nothing. Like, this woman is awful. But,
wait, what was the gesture she made when we asked to take pictures?
Oh, she was like, again, silence, because she did not like that I asked about that. So here, they even advertise it big on their website, you know, ask for assistance for, you know, because they're saying like, we're happy to take pictures with you, you know, behind the bar or the piano with the waitresses. But when I asked about this, because we saw a table next to us and another waitress came out and like kind of guided them through the whole thing and took pictures of them. They dressed them up and they have costumes here. So I asked our waitress about it and I was like, hey, is it okay if we like take pictures too? She's like, well, I mean, are you guys gonna take the pictures yourselves? It's like, I guess, yeah. And she's like, okay, well, it has to be after you eat your pizza. I'm like, obviously. Sorry, I'm getting a little pissed right now about talking about this. We're in Tombstone. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Things are gonna start opening up soon. It's still very quiet here. Not very many people out, but there's some. All right, so we had to drop off Kuma. She was getting a little bit tired, but we were gonna do the gun show now anyway, so it's perfect timing.
Somebody dressed just like you came in and brought me a meal this morning.
First of all, Ike's got a big mouth.
You trying to kill me? That's the general idea, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
We are on our way to the second show, well, the last show of the day, 3 o'clock. This is a different company throwing on a gunfight show, and the first one we went to, wasn't like a really big gunshot fight, so we're hoping this one is.
So this is like the most advertised one, the fight at the OK Corral, because it's actually where it happened, I think, at the OK Corral.
Yeah.
But it's between the Wyatt Earp and his brothers, Doc Holliday versus like some of the cowboy members.
So how many herbs you got in this town? 10?
2 bottles. One of them an alcoholic, not a child.
You're Huckleberry!
We just got done with the show. Highly recommend doing this one. If you had to choose one, pick this
Maybe
one,
this one, yeah.
because it is going over the history of like the real event. One last stop in Tombstone for us is this Boot Hill Cemetery. It's really famous for the Tombstone area.
Hang by mistake? That George Johnson? Wow.
That's sad. Okay, so we found the famous one. It's Here Lies Lester Moore. No less, no more. So we are moving on from Tombstone. We had a really good time in Tombstone, Arizona. Like we said, we love the Wild West history. And then this morning we left at a little after 5 in the morning, and the drive to our next destination is Marfa, Texas. And it's about a 7.5 hour drive. But on the way, we're gonna stop by the Prada art installation store first, take some pictures there because it's pretty unique. Then go to Marfa, check into our hotel at Hotel St. George. And then, this is a change of plans, but I have to go to the vet to take Kuma and get her ear checked out because her right ear has been bothering her a lot. It's getting worse and worse. So I was looking up nearby vets and animal hospitals, and the closest one was 20 minutes away from Marfa. They don't actually have a vet in Marfa, which was surprising to me because there are people, there's a community there. So I was surprised that they have to drive like 20-30 minutes away to a vet hospital. Anyway, got through to one and they were able to fit me in today at 3:45, so I was really thankful for that. Driving on this highway for about 30 miles, and the Prada art installation store is supposed to be.
It says we're 2 minutes away.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's nothing out here. Like, is it really going to be there? I hope so.
Better be.
I'll actually be surprised if someone else is there.
I was wondering that, like, if other people would be there.
I hope not. I kind of want to enjoy it ourselves, by ourselves.
That's what I'm imagining in my head, but I don't know. Like, it could be like multiple people are there, like waiting turns to take a picture or something. But I do see like one car there.
Yeah, there's one car.
Oh, two. There's two cars.
Wow, there's 2 cars. With the dog. They must be on a road trip.
Yeah.
Well, we can wait in the car until they're done. Looks like they're just like, what is
Your
this?
destination is on the right.
Oh, they have like a little, that's weird, like a lock thing around it where you put, I hate those things for some reason. I think it's...
They have it like all over Europe, like on bridges and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like it makes the place look ugly.
Yeah, the locals don't like it.
All right, we are at Marfa Prada installation.
Yeah, we're here. We made it in the middle of the desert. So yeah, they just have a few bags and then some shoes lined up. They look like old, like style shoes.
Yeah, they look a little outdated.
And then there's like a crack there, so we try to bring it.
We do see the security cams.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, when we showed up, there was 2 cars here, and there's been cars coming and going,
Yeah.
so it's pretty busy.
It is busy. It's definitely a busy spot for a middle of a desert.
Yeah.
always cool to see like a train in the middle of nowhere. Something about it. I was like, let's just get out of here. Okay, Kuma, we're going. Checked into Hotel St. George in Marfa, Texas. We were very surprised at how much of nothing there is here. I was kind of expecting something like this, but a little bit bigger. First impression.
Yeah,
you know, we haven't walked around
yeah.
or anything, but that's our, like, you know, we just drove into Marfa and came to our hotel, and that was our first impression. Yeah. I'm sure there's more to it.
Yeah.
But anyway, we did check in. It's a really nice hotel,
yes.
actually. Yeah, it's very modern.
Very modern.
Sleek, trendy.
Very
so,
clean.
Yeah.
As soon as we walked into our room, I was like, wow, this is huge. Yeah, and we're looking forward to staying here tonight. Hopefully, we can get a good night's rest, because last night Crystal was having trouble sleeping a little bit. So.
Yeah.
And I was too with the temperature, but I feel like this bed is big. Like we both have our own queens, so, and it looks really comfortable. So I think it's gonna be a good stay.
Hoping for that, yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. So it's 7:30 in Marfa, Texas, and it's still dark out.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be light. Well, I see some of the sun coming up over there behind us, so it's gonna get light pretty soon. But yeah, so last night we checked in, and as soon as I checked in, I realized my phone didn't update the time, so I was late to my vet appointment. I felt so bad, but they were so nice and let me come in still, even though I was like 30 minutes late. But thank goodness it wasn't anything serious for Kuma. She just had like a wad of wax and hair stuck in her ear, so that's what was bothering her. But she's fine now, and she's resting in the hotel room because we're gonna go to a coffee shop here called the Sentinel. It looked really cool and trendy, so we just want to check it out real quick before we head to our next spot.
Fingers crossed it's open.
I hope so.
So.
Well, it's closed. We had this weird feeling that it was going to be closed, and we were so right. I don't know what it was. We had this hunch, and it says, we're taking the day off today, Wednesday.
Man.
Today, when we're here.
It looks so cool in there.
It does look cool.
Wow. That's so disappointing.
So disappointed. So I guess we're gonna go back to the hotel, pack up, and head to our next destination. Oh yeah, maybe we can eat there.
If it's
I don't know.
Yeah, it was really expensive last night.
Yeah, so. It was expensive. Like we both got pasta and then a drink, a cocktail,
and it was over $80.
It was fun. Like I'm glad they had like a bar there, but it was just we were pretty surprised about the price.
The price. When we got the bill, we're like, okay. All right, well, I guess we're gonna head back. Yeah. Luckily, it's not, far. It was just a couple blocks down from the hotel, but still a little disappointing.
So disappointing.
We saw this cool house along the way. Oh my gosh, look at the sky.
Oh, wow.
It's so red. We gotta head back to our hotel, but I'm sure we can see the skyline better there.
So we were walking around Marfa. First of all, there's this really cool public radio station over there. So you could actually watch them broadcasting. And then now we've come across this mural that says pages from the Marfa storybook, and gives you the story of Marfa. For a gas stop and bathroom break. Andy's still good to drive. It's actually pretty warm. It's not that bad.
Not compared to, what's it called?
Tombstone? Yeah, Tombstone was cold. Right, baby?
It sounds like Ellison Road.
This is our hotel. Made it to Waco. Yay! Just checked in, and now Silos is right down the road from our hotel. So that's our hotel right there. And then right over there, just down, we can see the Silos, but that's where the Magnolia Market is.
Yeah, we're gonna see, we're hungry, it's dinner time, so we're gonna see if there's any food trucks left, so we can grab some dinner there. If not, we'll go to Plan B, go somewhere else, but we're like starving, so we want something fast.
Yeah. And plus, like, Kuma could come there too, so I wanted her to get some exercise. So Candy decided to eat dinner here at the hotel.
Yeah, I already had pizza, and I was just like, I don't want pizza again. We had pasta. It's like everything's been like pizza flavor.
Yeah, Italian.
So I'm like, I just wanted something different. So yeah. I waited, and it was worth the wait.
Yeah, so I had pizza at the Silos, and Candy's like, oh, let's go back to the hotel, and these look good. They're like 2 tacos with rice and beans.
And it's almost the same price as what Crystal had, because this was $12.
Yeah, I know, my pizza was expensive. It was good though.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad pizza.
I got a margarita. So here we are at Magnolia Press.
And they have some interesting items on the menu. I think I might get the apple pie oatmeal. That sounds really good.
I think I'm gonna get the croissant souffle. I like how they add souffle at the end of the croissant name. That sounds extra delicious. Back at the hotel, gonna pick up Kuma. Okay. Oh, hello. Hello, Miss Kuma. She's like this way. She's. Do you know where it's at?
Let's see what's new in Chip's store.
Yeah.
I like this.
Oh, that's so Chip.
So is this.
Yeah, that's Chip too. So they have really cool like men's gifts here. Like if you're having trouble decide what to get for your man, it's a good selection they have here.
Crystal's obsessing over Chip.
He's my favorite.
Make sure you try it.
Still good?
Yeah,
Still
looks good.
All right. Oh my God, these are so cute. Just want everything. Okay, so this is supposedly where they moved a lot of Joanna's like antiques, but it looks like it's a mixture of like her, you know, merchandise and antiques, but we'll go take a look. This is $2,200, but I get it, it's like a big piece. And it says this sideboard was featured in The Cottage from Fixer Upper Season 5, so it's actually featured in a show, so that's pretty cool. So we just got done at the Silos and we spent the entire day there.
I didn't think we would spend all day there, but it literally takes all day to check out all the shops.
Yeah.
And we also had lunch there and breakfast there. Yep. So it was a really fun day, a great stop on the road trip, passing through Texas. Like, I'm so glad that Crystal wanted to come again so
Yep.
that I can check it out too.
Because, you know, there were new things this year that were different from last year. A couple of the stores changed, so that was cool to see. I like their new plant store, that was nice. And her antique, seeing that was really cool too. So, yeah. So now we're gonna head back to the hotel. We're probably just gonna
Relax. My feet
relax.
are,
Yeah.
my back is killing me too.
Yeah.
Like, too much walking, but it was all worth it.
It was.
Yeah. Some lunch at Chick-fil-A. Crystal was really nice and forgoed her Whataburger for me because I can't have Whataburger anymore after my last one.
Whataburger is like my favorite in the world.
And then we went to Starbucks because there's a Starbucks right next to the Chick-fil-A here. So we got Kuma a pup cup. Look at her, she's waiting for it. You got it, Kuma? Okay, sorry, I'm not supposed to film you. Sorry.
Waco, Texas.
Shortly after 6 a.m.
Yeah, and we've been doing pretty good on the drive. It was a lot of highways in the beginning, and then we got on I-10, and we were cruising along, made it into Louisiana, but then we got a lot of warnings ahead of time on Google Maps that there was traffic ahead. At first I think it was like an hour delay, and then it was an hour and a half, and we're thinking it would go away,
Yeah, because we got the warnings an hour before we were going to hit that spot, or even before an hour before hitting the spot. And we thought it'd be gone and cleared out by now, but no, it just keeps getting worse. So I don't know what kind of accident happened, what the heck is going on, but it's not going away.
Yeah, so now it's saying it's a 2-hour delay, and Google Maps is taking us an entirely new route where it's going to avoid this traffic, kind of take us around and then hop back on I-10. So
we're kind of stuck in it right now, getting off the exit. I think not everyone, but a lot of people are probably doing what we're doing and getting off and hopping back on. So it's a bit of a bummer, especially like on the longest day of our drive.
yeah, so every day it's been about an average of like 7 to 8 hour drives each day, and today was going to be the longest drive, or is going to be the longest drive, at 9.5 hours, almost 10 hours, I think. So this will probably add another 2 hours to our drive.
So like a 12-hour day. This is kind of like the last of our trip anyways, because we don't have any more exciting stops.
Yeah. The next 2 days, today and tomorrow, are just going to be all driving.
So I guess in that sense, maybe it's better to happen on one of these days.
Because today, I mean, once we get to the hotel, we're just going
to do anything.
Find something to eat, go back and relax. So we're not doing much, and then the next day going back to Tampa, our final destination, and that's like a 7.5 hour drive. So hopefully that won't be too bad. panorama. It's dark now. We started dark and we came to our location dark. I wanted to come a little bit earlier, but that traffic messed us up today, but not too bad. I mean, there's still some light out. All right, so here we are, Hilton Garden Inn.
Hey, we're next to like a lot of stuff. So.
Yeah, figured this location would be better than Mobile, since
your destination
Mobile is like downtown.
Yeah.
We made it, Kuma. Good job in the car. You're always a trooper. So we're just gonna get our stuff and then go in the room, get Kuma situated, and then go get something to eat nearby. So we are almost home, almost in Tampa, only about 54 minutes. So we did it.
We did it. Another successful road trip. We actually decided to leave a lot earlier today than expected. I think Crystal got up around 4-ish.
It was actually 3:30.
3:30. And then I kind of heard her and I was like, yeah, I can get up.
We've been going to bed early too.
Yeah.
So we went to bed like 9, I believe.
Like we usually hop in bed by 7:30. We're on our phones or watching TV. And then we turn the lights out at like 9.
Yeah. So I did get 6.5 hours of sleep, which is good for me. So that's why I wake up at like 3:30. Kuma's been doing awesome. She was a trooper the entire ride again. So Thank you, Kuma. You're always great. I love you for that.
Can't believe now that we're 50 minutes away from home that the road trip is coming to an end.
I know. It's always like, it's bittersweet.
It's bittersweet, yeah.
Because the whole trip was super exciting and it's, you know, sad that it's coming to an end, but also nice to be back at home too. For me, Candy's gonna fly back to California day after tomorrow. But it was nice to have Candy come with me on this road trip, because usually on the way back home I'm by myself, but this time she came with me and then she's flying back to California. So it's always fun when you have your sister come with you. So yeah, we really enjoyed our road trip. It was such a good time. Always have a good time on a road trip, but even better with sisters.
When you're like together.
Yeah. So if you want to check out more road trip videos, we have a whole bunch of them on our road trip playlist, so make sure to check that out.
There's road trips of us together and also solo. Not me, I can't do solo. I'm a scaredy cat. But Crystal, she's a pro, so she's done a lot of solo road trips. So if you need tips on traveling solo with your pet, she's got all those tips.
Yep, so make sure to subscribe to our channel, and if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up too. Thanks for watching.
Bye.